I'm Elijah. Okay na yan?
Yes, yes, perfect.
This is our new lineup for this year. This is the Night X, our flagship phone.
Yeah.
This is the Upsnap, our best imaging.
Very exciting, actually. Very excited about the Night X, but we're going to talk about the Upsnap first because it is a really awesome front-facing camera, by the way.
Yeah, front-facing camera, 5 megapixel autofocus. But what really stands out from this phone is the 8 megapixel ultra-pixel camera in the back.
Right. So what is an ultra-pixel?
Okay. So first of all, you have megapixel. So that's the size of the photos
right.
you get from this phone.
Right.
Then you have ultra-pixel, which is the size of the pixels in the sensor.
Right. So what does that do?
Bigger pixels on the sensor, more light can be absorbed.
Right.
So you have brighter photos, and you pair that with an f2.0 lens, and you get the best photos you can.
Yes. So basically, let's say if you have an ultra pixel shot with bigger pixels, you can take better pictures in the dark, low light shots.
It's actually more evident when there's no light in the.
Exactly. So that is your 8 megapixel ultra pixel back. Tell me about your specs of the Upsnap.
Okay, Upsnap it sports a Broadcom chipset, quad-core, so it's very power efficient. Plus, you have something very special inside the batteries. It's 2900 milliamperes. That's the largest.
2900. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it is big. It's the biggest for a 5-inch local phone. So it will keep you powered up for more than the average phone.
Yes, of course. You probably last until the end of the day with a little bit more battery again. To last you for the next day.
Yeah. So you put those two together, you have a great camera, you have long battery life, then this is the perfect travel buddy for anyone on the go.
Yeah, especially if you do not have access to chargers.
Yes.
Because you have the battery.
Yeah.
What is the processor in this guy?
The processor here is an ARM Cortex A7. So it's pretty much your standard quad-core. You'll be able to do all of the things that you usually do, like surf the web, of course, play a few games here and there.
Yeah.
Send out emails, so you'll have no problem when it comes to
the screen resolution and the technology.
Is a 5-inch 16 million color FWVGA. But if you look at it,
it actually looks good.
It looks very good. It doesn't look like it's
a sub HD display. It still looks like pretty high resolution to me.
Yes, and we've come out with a few colorful wallpapers.
How many inches of this?
This is a 5-inch device.
Really big display, really nice to look at. Very good colors. Even if you tilt it like this, the colors still show. It's an IPS display, is it?
It's IPS LCD display. Yes.
All right, so that is the Upsnap. When is it gonna be available? For how much?
It'll be available soon for less than 10K.
Okay, so we can't say the price yet.
Not yet.
All right, so that is the Upsnap. Let's move on to your the thing I want to talk about more.
Okay, this is the Starmobile Night X. Now you might remember that you awarded the Night X.
Yes.
2013 Pinoy.
I heard it was the big time shows. 2013.
Yeah, 2013.
Local smartphone of the year. Yeah.
Of great flagship devices by a local brand, we now have the Night X. Now X could mean excellent, extreme, or put them together, excellently extreme.
Oh sure.
So now you have a 5.5-inch full HD phone with super Octa-Core processor. We have to emphasize super because
super Octa-Core.
It's simply nothing like any other Octa-Core phone out there in the market.
So if I understand it correctly. This Octa-Core processor is not out in the Philippines just yet.
Not yet, and we're fortunate to be one of the first local brands to actually have this around the world. Okay, so we paired this with 3 gigabytes of RAM. Again,
that's a lot of RAM. That's pretty much. That's actually the maximum RAM you can have on any phone right now, unless you have a 64-bit OS.
So 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal memory. So you can see there. What also makes this special is world LTE connectivity.
What? Wait. So you're telling me this is an LTE phone?
Yes, this is a dual LTE phone with a micro and a nano SIM. So we're after users of a certain fruit.
Nice.
So it works across 15 different frequencies. That's like 50% more than any other phone out there.
Yeah, so you can take this anywhere, have LTE.
It has FDD LTE, TDD LTE, TDD,
wow,
CDMA,
wait. Oh, really?
CDMA, GSM, and of course GPRS.
Nice. All right, so LTE everywhere.
LTE everywhere.
But
Wi-Fi AC.
Yeah, so that's the newest technology with
technology. If you have an AC router,
super fast AC Wi-Fi.
Yes, AC Wi-Fi, NFC technology, and of course something quirky right here. That's an IR blaster.
That was I was surprised about that one. I saw this little thing right there, and I thought that looks like an IR blaster. And
it is an IR blaster. You got it correctly. So
and now you have a remote for your TV.
You have a remote for everything. If you have if your manufacturer of your TV,
if you have a pretty,
you have an app, you can use this as your remote control.
Nice. So IR blaster, you call it a Super Octa-Core.
Yes.
It's a dual LTE, dual SIM LTE.
Micro plus nano.
Right.
And of course, the battery you have.
I have to ask. I know you tested it already. What is the Antutu score of this guy?
Antutu score right now is at 43154, but this will go up as we make more customizations to this phone. Right now, you're looking at an early engineering unit.
So you're saying you're actually going to increase this score?
We can. This started out at around 31. Version 2, we have 37, and right now we are at 43, so this can go all the way up.
So it's a very powerful phone.
Yes, it's a very
What is the camera on the back?
The camera on the back is a 30 megapixel Sony camera with a 5-piece lens and f2.2.
I do believe you mentioned the version of the sensor. What is the?
The sensor is a Exmor RS sensor, so it's one of the higher end BSI sensors. From Sony.
Right.
So it takes very accurate, takes very.
And is it really 13
colors.
megapixels?
It's a real 13 megapixel.
It's also BSI, right?
It's also BSI, yes.
And I noticed there you have a dual LED flash.
Dual LED flash, yes. For
what is the material on the back?
The material is textured plastic right there, so it's not a smart.
Which actually
magnet.
feels pretty good,
yes,
yeah.
It does. Now Starmobile right here, as you notice, this is our first phone with Starmobile oriented.
Yeah, you used to have like color. Also, it used to be color coded. Yes. Now, is it going to be color coded or not?
No, this time around we're not going to limit ourselves to a particular color.
Yeah, you might run out of colors.
Yeah, we might run out of colors, and we can play around with our phones.
Exactly, and I do like this new horizontal logo right there.
Actually, when you use it, you can actually read our logo now.
Nice. What is the battery on this guy?
The battery on this thing is again the largest we've put in on something of this size. This is 3,350.
3,350. That's twice than other phones.
Usually you get around 2.5 at this size. Right? But
yeah.
This is 3,350, the largest we've ever put. It should last you for a couple more hours than the usual, especially.
I'd say more than just a couple of hours. Yeah.
Thank you.
Front-facing camera?
Front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel autofocus. So
nice.
Not very bad as well.
What version of Android?
Oh, this is running on 4.4 KitKat.
Okay.
But of course, we start off with the plain vanilla version.
Yeah.
And then we add and take away a few things which we think Filipinos would like. So,
right.
For example,
I do believe Starmobile Sync is in there.
Yes, Starmobile Sync 2.0 is here. We've improved on the old version by including Wi-Fi connectivity.
Nice.
So
transfer your stuff faster. Yes.
And bigger files. You can
nice.
transfer photos and videos.
Nice. Do remind me, what is this screen?
This is a 5.5-inch IPS LCD, 16 million colors, 440 ppi if I'm not mistaken.
So it is a 5.5, a pretty big phablet screen, full HD resolution, and it actually is not, in the hand it's actually not that big.
Yeah, because the bezel is 4.4 millimeters. This is the thinnest we've ever gone when it comes to a screen.
What about the side thickness?
The side thickness, this is around 7.9 if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so I don't want to ask more questions, make this video much more longer, but that is the Starmobile Night X, a really nice looking phone. All the specs you want, 13 megapixel BSI camera, 5.5-inch full HD display, NFC, Wi-Fi AC, dual LTE. When is it going to be available? For how much?
It's going to be available soon and for below 20K. Now, if you notice all of the things that I mentioned earlier, none of them indicate that this is going to be below 20K. But given all the feature pack,
under 20K.
Under 20K.
Nice. That is a nice phone. Looking forward to seeing them in stores and maybe actually trying it out. The camera I tried out earlier was really good, and I want to see actual shots at home. So thank you very much, and we'll see you.